What is good, Raider Nation? It's your boy Raider Alex back with yet another video. We finally got some good news. We got an absolute bombshell of a breaking news very late at night as well. I did not expect anything to happen today. Honestly, as soon as this morning hit, I didn't see the notification that Josh McDaniels was fired as a head coach. I expected that at this point Josh McDaniels was gonna live at least another week. And a lot of people were speculating that Mark Davis was going to be very patient with Josh McDaniels and more than likely give him the rest of the year. But look, I think Mark Davis finally made the right decision. Look, at this point, the Raiders gave Josh McDaniels plenty of time to just show us the bare minimum when it comes to his development as a coach. The Raiders severely underperformed last year, and the biggest excuse was, oh, it's because it's the first year in a new regime. He needs to get his guys in the building. Once he gets his guys in the building that buy into his philosophy, his culture, his scheme, things will get better for the Raiders. But honestly, as soon as he got all of his players, what's crazy enough, things actually got worse this year. The Raiders somehow look worse this year than they did last year. So really, that just points to the fact that whatever Josh McDaniels was doing, he wasn't doing it right. Really, the only bright spot on this team is the defense, and oddly enough, that's the one side of the football where Josh McDaniels has no involvement in. You watch the tape week in and week out on this offense. This offense made the same mistakes week in and week out. Terrible concepts when it comes to routes. You got plays where there's 3 wide receivers matched up against 6 defensive backs. We run the same plays over and over. There's been multiple different occasions and reports of opposing players going up to players on our offense saying that we know what you guys are running. And look, I'm not surprised to hear that. The Raiders overall on offense has been very predictable, but I'm definitely happy to hear that Josh McDaniels got fired. Not only that, general manager Dave Ziegler got fired, and that was another thing a lot of people were questioning, whether or not should you just fire Josh McDaniels or should you fire Dave Ziegler as well. And look, when it comes to Dave Ziegler, he did some good things, but I think it was the right call to also part ways with Dave Ziegler as well. Let's be honest, when Josh McDaniels got hired, they were essentially hired as a package deal. So in my opinion, if one of them is going to get fired, fair for both of them to go. At this point, you can't have any more of that patriot ideology of this regime in the building. I mean, really, Dave Ziegler's only shot of maybe keeping his job was if he would have fired Josh McDaniels, but he was never going to do that. He was never going to stab him in the back like that, in my opinion. The Raiders have named linebacker coach Antonio Pierce as the interim head coach. It looks like Mick Lombardi will take over the offensive coordinator responsibilities. We also got our assistant GM Champ Kelly, who had ties with the Chicago Bears, who is going to be the interim general manager. And look, this is a huge opportunity for them, especially Champ Kelly. A lot of us speculated that Champ Kelly, if he did a good job here, he's eventually going to be a general manager moving forward. Look, this is going to be a big opportunity for the Raiders. I'm not going to predict anything crazy, but I will say, with us getting rid of Josh McDaniels and Dave Ziegler, just getting that bad energy out of the building, this may be good for the Raiders moving forward. I mean, we're at a point in the season where you're 3-5. This season, mathematically is not over. If you start to turn things around, I mean, November, December is where the crucial portion of the season is for the NFL. This is where if you can continue to improve as a roster and you can get hot towards the end of the season, look, maybe something crazy could happen this year. But just in general, with Josh McDaniels out and Dave Ziegler out, at least there's some light at the end of the tunnel. Even if the Raiders have a bad record this year and we have a top 3 pick, well, look, at the very least, I'm happy that Josh McDaniels and Dave Ziegler won't be here to fuck up our draft pick, especially in a draft where it's loaded with quarterback options. This season so far has just been one of the worst seasons to experience as a fan thus far. And with us getting rid of Josh McDaniels, like I said, maybe this season could be fun. Actually, maybe we can see Aiden O'Connell out there. We can get more of these young guys involved out there. And at the very least, we don't have to keep seeing this dreadful performance that we had with Josh McDaniels. But Raider Nation, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Sound off of what you guys think of Josh McDaniels finally getting fired. Let me know, do you guys also agree that Dave Ziegler should have been fired as well? What do you guys think of Champ Kelly being the interim head coach? But with that being said, Raider Nation, that's all I have for you guys in today's video. Anybody that's new to the channel and you guys love Raider related content just like this, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one.